Tonight, from Brooklyn, New York, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we start Week 9 with a prime-time matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and our home team. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Falcons take over first and 10.
Atlanta takes the field. Their offensive leader, of course, Matt Ryan, the former Boston College Eagle.
If you just break it down in individual terms, he played really well last week. 0 interceptions, 3 touchdown passes. Not a whole lot more he could have done to win that game. But you know something's funny, when we talked to him, all he focused on were throws he missed, other opportunities that didn't get done.
Good sign of a leader. Great sign of a leader, because they didn't win, and that's all he cares about. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Second and 10, it's Ryan again. Jordan Brooks in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Intended for Zach Ertz.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And what a game he is coming off of.
Oh, unbelievable.
Absolutely. And you know how much I love the history of the game. He broke a record held by the Dutchman, Norm van Brocklin, right? You got to go all the way back to 1951, and he threw for 554 yards in that game. And later, won a championship as a quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles in 1960.
And now that record has been set anew. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that stuff.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Complete.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Falcons.
They go play action now. Ryan. And that'll be caught, hauled in by Christian Blake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Gurley, the ball carrier.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes. Makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good. And
this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one.
fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Play action. Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jordan Brooks, his 2nd sack of the night.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jordan Brooks bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again.
Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now,
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Brings up
from the shotgun. He'll look to throw.
The 29-yard line.
And this one's incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 33 yards that time. Well, how about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. And he rifles one incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. For Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they had scored every time, and they've got the lead.
But whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about it. Offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
On did the kicking team get it? Yes. The onside kick works like a charm. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now a throw here to his running back. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way down to the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be caught. Oh, a one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Makes the score Seahawks 28.
So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But, Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
Recovered by Atlanta.
It's player spotlight time, and we focus that spotlight on the quarterback, Matt Ryan. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. This one finding the hands of Brandon Powell. Touchdown, Falcons! Brandon Powell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons cut into that lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game, but let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown! A big play there. 75 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
That one into the hands of Blake, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A nice pickup there, 18 yards. First down, Falcons.
First down, Atlanta.
Now it's Gurley. He'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run.
The ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 16-yard
line. A draw play for Gurley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Down at the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And a Falcon first down.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain. And it's 3rd and 2 now.
And it's 3rd down.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
With the way things have gone in this game, I think they've got to consider going for it here. I realize it's just the 2nd quarter, so they're not panicking, but they need something to give them positive momentum to get things going.
We'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
Falcons 17.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The Seahawks take back over. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way down to the 5. A big play that time for the Seahawks. And even 50 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an outside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Russell Gage, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Oh, my goodness, I thought he'd peel off. Instead, he makes the fair catch at the 2-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And another drive starts with them huddling in their end zone, Charlie. Where have we seen this before? Very recently, but the last time they had it, got his man complete. The 30, 10, and he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A big play there. 98 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those type.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz. Too fast to handle. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their...
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Zach Ertz, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
To kick off for Atlanta.
And a fair catch taken here at the 5-yard line. Oh, interesting.
5-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And now they're in the hurry-up. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to run. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Able to hit on a big play right there in the 2-minute drill. Now they've got a chance to use all the remaining clock and build on their lead right before halftime.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 30.
Flush to his right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it.
Recovered by Atlanta.
And our attention shifts to Todd Gurley. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan.
Ryan's pass incomplete. Intended for Brandon Powell. Brings up 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. to throw again. Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
3rd down and 10 yards.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And his kick here is good. And that'll put us within 3 scores as it becomes now a 23-point game. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And taken. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And he is out of bounds up around the 14-yard line. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Falcons 34.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Eluding the pressure right. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it.
Recovered by Atlanta.
Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. That's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
And wow, the fair catch was signaled for and taken inside the 5-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they work this out past the 25. 25 yards that time.
That's good.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
Forced out to his left. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
And that's good.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A big play there. 55 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes, someone delivering it accurately, offensive line giving him time to throw the ball. A true team record, but he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the gun, Ryan. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jordan Brooks. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance.
3rd and long.
Third and long. It's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Kick is good. Makes the score Seahawks 71.
So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s, and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
6-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in.
And that's
a very nice pickup of 33 yards. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
the pass.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's going to be caught. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your turkey bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And he's not going to make it to the goal line. They've been perfect on the night in two-point conversions, but not here, as this time they come up empty.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for two in this situation, somebody didn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the run. Watch the run.
On first down, Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Throwing on second and long, Ryan. And the pressure gets to him again. Jordan Brooks in there for the 7th time in this game alone, and that ties him with a late Derek Thomas for the most sacks ever in a single game. Throwing on third and long, Ryan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jordan Brooks in there yet again. They just cannot block him. He now has 8 sacks, and that is a new single-game record.
In formation for the Falcons.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
That's good.
It's a gain of 35. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Option play, and Hill will keep it. He pitches it. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
The running back on the
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
11-yard line.
He'll decide to keep this once more. A pitch back, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. Now, you don't see option pitches a whole lot in the NFL, but there worked out pretty well, resulted in a touchdown.
And it's hard for defenses because they don't see it very often, so the time in preparing each week is probably minimal. So when it comes at them, it's often a surprise. And what a nice job on the read. Pitch to the running back, and he takes it all the way in for a touchdown.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up! Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. On third down, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
44.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
He was brought down at the 26. 10 yards on the
They'll go option to the short side. He pitches it out. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 20-yard line.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Back to throw now on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
scrimmage. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great... And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He'll drop this underneath to Gurley. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300-yard.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jordan Brooks coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Falcons on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for...
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. 43 yards on the punt, return of... And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth.
He's going to right, and that's caught inside the 35. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A big play there. Finding the end zone yet again as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Tough there, good pass, hit the... hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And a good job here by the Falcons, their hands team, able to recover it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Right there, 54. Here we go, G.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
To throw on 3rd down. Ryan, rush coming, and he's taken down. Jordan Brooks drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
22-yard line.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
And they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
The conversion is no good on the fake extra point.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Now Ryan on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended target on that one, Russell Gage.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
There defensively.
Throwing again. Ryan looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Intended target on that one, Russell Gage.
And it's 3rd down.
He was covered by Richard Sherman.
Here's Ryan to throw. Looking deep for his tight ender. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Zach Ertz with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons claw one back.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
DK Metcalf for the Seattle offense about set to take over once again.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. He's going to right, and this is caught. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A big play there. He flat out can't be stopped. And this offense is running away with this one.
I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it.
Onside kick recovered by Atlanta.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. Past the 20.
Jordan Brooks.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. Got to give some credit there defensively. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield and try and find a receiver, or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there. Good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it.
Onside kick recovered by Atlanta.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this...
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Jordan Brooks
leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He's looking for Ridley again, and that'll make it third down.
There defensively.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Open is Powell, that's complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
Brings up fourth.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
A 57-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Their own 18-yard line.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man complete. The 20, 10, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guys.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
The onside kick recovered by Atlanta.
Ready, blue 80, white 25. Let's go tight end, let's go right here now. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54, Mike 54. You ain't doing nothing today.
On 1st and 10. Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. And now it's 2nd down.
Covered by Richard Sherman.
Mike 54, Mike 54, Mike 54. You ain't got nothing.
To throw again. Ryan. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They can now enjoy the final stages of this one. A very convincing one. I don't know what was said in the locker room, but whatever it was, it worked pretty well.
It certainly did, and it's probably a capper to everything that was said during the week because they go over every eventuality. I mean, you know how coaches are. They want to cover every minute detail all the way up to how much time does it take to walk.
And this will be caught at the 30. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when he snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smelled terrible. Operating from the gun, Ryan. His throw incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Richard Sherman.
Throwing again, Ryan. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. From the gun, Ryan. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for Zach Ertz. Incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
That's It's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. As a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards, so many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar.
It's caught inside the 25. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And, yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point by Koo, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Here we go now as they will again try for 2. They'll try and run it here. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see them kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
One last shot for Ryan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but